Wrap-Up. Welcome to the Raw Wrap-Up show, folks, on a Monday night here on the 10th of November. I'm going to tell you something, folks. Tonight's Raw was absolutely fantastic. It was absolutely the shot in the arm Raw needed tonight. The crowd in Boston was absolutely on fire, and we going to have war games. We finally got war games announced tonight for the women and the men, and it all happened tonight here in Boston, Massachusetts, at the TD Garden. And what a night it was! What a night it was! John Cena becomes a Grand Slam champion, and this was great. This was some good stuff. So Triple H kicked off the show tonight, and he introduced Cena to the ring. Cena comes into the ring, and him and Triple H are having a conversation, and John Cena made an announcement that at Saturday night's main event, the NXT stars will be on Saturday night's main event on December the 13th, and they're going to have exhibition matches along with John Cena's final opponent. So this is all happening on December the 13th. But who should come out and interfere in the proceedings was Dirty Dom Mysterio. Mysterio comes out and he interrupts John Cena, and Triple H had enough of Dirty Dom, and he said that he will put that Intercontinental Championship up for grabs, and he is sure he did. He made Dirty Dom put that title up for grabs, and before you know it, folks, before you even know it, blinked if you missed it. If you didn't see the Raw tonight, well, I'm glad to tell you, John Cena's a Grand Slam champion. He wins the Intercontinental Championship against Dirty Dom Mysterio in a wild, woolly affair, which included a ref bump. But you know something, folks? All when the smoke was cleared, Cena raised, his hand was raised in victory. That was not the only title change we would see later on here tonight on Raw. But then Cena wins the match. Cena wins the match over Dirty Dom, and he becomes the Intercontinental Championship. So congratulations to John Cena on becoming a Grand Slam champion in the WWE. Jameson Bentley, how's it going, Jameson? Thank you so much for popping into the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, Jameson. Make sure you smash that like button. And thank you all so much for watching tonight. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm good, thank you, Jameson. Thank you so much. I'm good, thank you. So Cena wins the Intercontinental Championship, and he's a Grand Slam champion, and congratulations to John Cena. So we move on. We had the John Cena tournament, and Damian Priest took on Rusev in the first round, and this was a hard-hitting match. Rusev was absolutely relentless in this match. He wanted to win the tournament, but as long as behold, Rusev, could I get a mod? Could I get mod? Oh, you want to be a moderator, Jameson? I could do that for you. Just give me 1 second. Let me just go through the match list. So in the first round, Damian Priest took on Rusev in the John Cena tournament, and Rusev advanced in the tournament. So Rusev advances in the tournament, and you're welcome, Jameson. And Rusev wins the first round. Now, this was very shocking to me. I thought there was going to be shenanigans in this match, but and like I said, I thought there was going to be shenanigans in the match, but that was not the case. Rusev wins clean. Rusev wins clean in this match, and it was just absolutely great. It's absolutely great. So, congratulations to Rusev on advancing. Sheamus took on Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sheamus advanced in the tournament. Rusev and Sheamus advance in the tournament. So it looks like they're going to take on each other. Looks like we're going to get that dial back. All right. CM Punk, CM Punk segment. CM Punk addressed the WWE Universe regarding the attack of Logan Paul. So on last week's Raw, if you didn't see last week's Raw, Logan Paul with the brass knuckles knocked out CM Punk. Punk comes out and he wanted a piece of Logan Paul, but what he got instead was the Vision, and apparently Logan Paul has now joined the Vision. This will set up something that, well, I was craving for to happen, and it will happen. Hi again, Jameson. How you doing? Jameson Bentley, how's it going? So, backstage, we go backstage, and William Regal and, of course, the Raw general manager, Adam Pearce, made the announcement that at War Games, it's going to be War Games with the men. Jesus died for all sins and rose again. Believe in it and thou shalt. Okay, okay, okay. Um, Thank you for those religious things. Tatum, Tatum, Tatum. Is that how you say it? Okay. But we're not. We're talking about wrestling. Um. So backstage. Let me just go. Let me just get back. So backstage. Adam Pearce and William Regal announced War Games. So in the War Games, it's going to be Cody Rhodes, Jay Uso, and CM Punk. So that's the team so far. And they're going to take on Logan Paul, and of course, the visionaries Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in the match. So that's what's on tap. The women's War Games, I'll get that to in a minute. Yeah, I believe in him too, and he's been good to me, and I'm very blessed. And thank you so much. I'm glad that you are blessed as well. So we have that. We have that match. Make sure everyone in the chat, you hit the like button. You smash the like button. Thank you so much. Um, so we have that going on. Stephanie Vaquer took on Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez. Um, Stephanie retained. But what we got out of the match was absolutely something. Nikki Bella turned heel on Stephanie Vaquer and laid waste to her with the women's title to the face. She hit her in the face with the title belt. Nikki turns heel, and that is what happened in the match. So, getting back to the Cena match, I gave the match a 9. The match gets a 9 in the entertainment level. The match gets a 9, and I like the match too. It was very good. Damian Priest took on Rusev, another hard hitting match. JB says, I can't say it. Okay. All right, JB. Everyone in the chat, make sure you hit the like button. Everybody in the chat. So, um, yeah, so Damian Priest versus Rusev, I'm going to give the match, I'll give the match a 7. The match gets a 7, and that's the best I can do for it. That's like best I can do for it. Okay, so we had that going on. And then Sheamus took on Nakamura. I'll give the match a 7 as well. Match gets a 7, and that's the best I can do for it at this time. All right. So that gets a 7. Women's match, Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez. I'll give the match a 6. The match gets a 6, and that's the best I can do for it. But it was a good match, and I like the heel turn of Nikki Bella. I thought that was really good. All right. Let's go to the Raw main event. The Raw main event, the Women's Tag Team Championship match. It was Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus the Kabuki Warriors. And thanks to Last Legend and Nia Jax, we have new tag team champions in the Kabuki Warriors. So the Kabuki Warriors win the match again. The Kabuki Warriors wins back the tag team belts. And this set up this War Games. So we're going to have a women's War Games. So in the women's War Games, we're going to have Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and they're going to take on Last Legend Nia Jax. So this is going to be a very interesting women's War Games, to say none the least. So this is going to be real interesting. But we finally got some build. We finally got some build for the War Games and everything else. So we finally got that. We finally got that done. So that's what happened. So folks, that was Raw. That was Monday Night Raw. Like I said, 17,671 really and truly brought the house down tonight. The crowd in Boston was red hot. They were in it to win it from the beginning. And I can't wait to next Monday night to head to Madison Square Garden, my hometown of New York City. I'm going to be inside Madison Square Garden next Monday night for Raw. It's going to be a great night. It's WWE's final appearance inside the Garden for this year for Monday Night Raw. The last time Raw went to the Garden was on March the 10th, and we really tore the house down. But I think this is going to be even more ruckus with Cena in the house. We'll say thanks to the Lord. And we are blessed. Yes, we are all blessed. We are all blessed. So I'm gonna give the show. I'll give the show a solid B plus. Raw gets a B plus for me, and that is the best I can do for it. So Raw gets a B plus, and it was good. It was a good show. It was a really good show. So that happened tonight. That was Raw in a nutshell. That was Raw in a nutshell, folks. So I gave the show a B. We got some good stuff tonight. Cena wins the Grand Slam. We got 2 War Games matches announced. And, of course, the Kabuki Warriors win back the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. All right. Let's see what else. Next week, John Cena's tournament continues. We have Jevon Evans will take on the return of the Ring General, Gunther. Gunther will take on Jevon Evans next week on Raw, and Solo Sikoa will take on a mystery opponent, just like this week on SmackDown. We're going to have a mystery opponent in this tournament. Well, Solo Sikoa will have a mystery opponent next week on Raw. So, JB, how's it going? Everyone in the chat, hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. So, folks, that was Raw. That was Monday Night Raw. The tournament, as I said, continues. And don't forget, next week, here are the matches you're going to see next week here on Raw. As I said, Jevon Evans will take on Gunther next week in the tournament, and he will take that on. Solo Sikoa will meet a mystery opponent next week in the Garden. We're also going to have the Women's United States Championship match. Becky Lynch will take on... So she's going to defend her belt next week on Raw. Maxine Dupree and, of course, Becky Lynch for the title next week on Raw from the Garden. So we got all of that happening next week at Madison Square Garden. It's John Cena's final appearance. Tickets available right now at Ticketmaster.com. And that's going to do it, folks. That is going to do it for me and Monday Night Raw. Garrett says, I'm happy for Cena. Garrett, how's it going tonight? Hit the like button. Garrett, hit that like button. Everyone in the chat, smash the like button. Very important that you do. Can't do this show without you all. And thank you all for watching and supporting. And thank you for all the likes, the subscriptions, and everything. Like I said before, I belong to the YouTube partner program. You can always get some super chats and everything else going in there. And I agree with Jared. I am happy for Cena. Cena is now a Grand Slam champion. And this is great. This is some good stuff. And tonight Raw was good from Boston. It's some good stuff. We got some War Games stuff taken care of. We had 2 title changes and everything else. So some good stuff here tonight from Boston and Raw. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next week on Monday Night Raw from Madison Square Garden, which I will be attending Madison Square Garden. I can't wait to get to the Mecca next Monday night for Monday Night Raw. So until then, everyone, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Like I said, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Can't do this without you. Thank you for watching the Raw wrap-up. I'm Earl Cole. Have a good rest of your Monday night, folks. And I'll see you next time when I go live. Good night, everyone.